Hello everybody, my name is Konstantin Nikkari. I am designer from Raccoon Box. We are with a set of 12 photos that I took this summer from Helsinki, and I'd like to invite you to stay along with me and go through my editing process. We are going to go through every single picture, and I'm just going to let you know a little bit about how I'm editing and what was my decision in design to which decision I took, okay? Let's just start with the most obvious picture, which is the most colorful one also. And if you look at this set of pictures, I tried to select bluish and yellowish combination, except for this one. We will get there. This picture has three very distinct elements, which are yellow. And then the sky is blue. And yellow and blue goes very well together. That's why, for example, Ukraine has a yellow and blue flag. They might have other reasons too. And Sweden is also using that really nice combination of colors. I colored the green to more yellowish. I colored the grass to more yellowish and made it a bit darker. Because the green color kind of disturbs the balance in this image. Then this is a really funky picture. The original one is just full of colors. I removed colors from everywhere else and really made this center subject pop. Magnified the clarity, structure, contrast in this central object, and now it's really like popping out of everything else. And everything else I made more smooth, a little bit blurry, like slightly blurry. Scandinavian neighborhood. It's just like very nice, clear, straight, white lines, white space. Without the grass, this picture would have been very, I don't know, I think dead, a bit blonde. And with the grass, I again I made it darker and I made it more greener. If you see this is the original one. And here we have nice white space with just, dark, pure green. You will see that this picture has very interesting lines that go from corner to the border, from corner to the corner, and then it waves up there. And it has also structure like vertical lines. And this dark line separates the white area, and there it creates the highest contrast, somewhere here. And here in this highest contrast area, we have a tiny little subject, a little bird, which is watching up. I love this. This would be a very beautiful print, a big print, and in a big print you would see the little bird. Here I am. I'm just going to show you the original and you see what I did. So I didn't do much, but I did remove color from the ceramical structure from bottom and the top, just to kind of remove the attention and also make this subject here in the middle more contrast and put all the warmness in it because it's a human. And everything else here is dead structure, it's a dead material. And so this human has the warmness, which is in the center of the picture, and it's a little bit blurry. While the dead element, the like non-natural element, is clear, but it is also desaturated. And then the human, which is in the center, is saturated and warmly colored, but that's a little blurry. And so it creates this effect that you want to see what's going on there, but eventually you will not be able to, focus your sight because the image is not sharp there. Another interesting architecture from Helsinki, sharp corners, straight lines, Scandinavian design. This is a nice image. There is one guy who is running there in a red shirt, and look how beautiful the lines go there, like right into the sky. So this line, horizontal line, kind of splits the object in half, and then those steps there leads exactly into this guy. I got lucky that I captured this moment. Also these lines, the window, kind of, you know, pull your sight, your attention to this red dot. The original one has quite a lot of, it's just, you know, balanced blend picture, nothing special. But once you add a little bit of white balance, color correction, some darkness here in the bottom area where you don't want to have that much attention, you get very interesting, nice Z pattern. First of all, with this fence, inverted Z pattern, which kind of goes, actually, it feels like it goes like between these two buildings and bounces around and always gets back to this runner. It's really beautiful, nice shot. Sometimes when you do shots of buildings, you want to put all the lines straight, and sometimes you don't. And this is the example of that moment where I only align the middle line here. In this picture where there is no human being, no animal at all, just walls and bushes. So I thought that bended lines, like slightly tilted lines, will give this a little bit more character. Here is a walking man with arc structure that always kind of makes the eye go around. So you see, just attention is pulled to this guy because the contrast is there and the colors are also there. I removed colors from everywhere else. Here's the original one. It's just bright, not too much contrast. And here's the finished version. And you can actually see me also there. You start to look where he's looking, and he's looking at me through the through the reflection, and I am looking at him. So we have this interesting triangle actually going on in this picture, and also the beautiful spiral, the beautiful circle. Also, a word of attention is this blue sign, which kind of like complements to the blue design of what this guy is wearing. So we have blue dot here, and a little bit of yellow again. You see yellow shoes. I guess I got lucky with having this guy walking with blue and yellowish design. It's not that I was actually designing to make blue and yellow themes when I was in the Helsinki, but once you open your work, your pictures and photos, you kind of start to get a small idea of in what direction you want to pull and push your art. There was another picture where these two people were standing or were walking exactly below this sharp corner, but I felt it lost the balance. Like right now, what's happening here is that above them is this huge arc, huge structure, a lot of weight. And it feels like it's tilting a little bit on top of them, creating a slightly dangerous situation in this shot. When they were at the edge of this, I remember when I was taking the photo, I was hunting for that moment when they will be exactly below this line here. I thought that's going to be the killer shot. Well, it wasn't. Because then the whole thing was way too balanced, and now it's imbalanced, and it looks like they are going towards slightly dangerous moment. Also the lines, the slope here is leading the eyes into what's you kind of like anticipate what's going on. The arcs makes your sight jump, and then they immediately see that, oh, there is a person there. Just beautiful, nice lines from Helsinki. And these are element, it's fun that how this actually reflects the person who is walking here. I have created purposely very dark from on the border, on the edge of the image. Like this, the original, I think it's a bit but once you put some vignette and make the center more contrast and the edges more dark, you suddenly have this effect which is pulling you into this scene. So this could be a really nice transition scene from another area. And then if we would be doing a small film or a full feature, who knows, like the next shot would be then we would be seeing what this guy is looking at. From these images, probably my favorite is this one. I like this a lot. I like this weirdness, what does this sculpture create? And also it has a slight visual effect, kind of disturbing a little bit my eyesight. Kind of like I slightly want to turn away from it when I'm watching it, but not too much. So it's not too aggressive. And the second interesting, like my top 3 favorite ones are, I don't know, it's hard to say. I like the bird because the structure here is so massive. Like the space, the negative space is huge. Big dark element, big light element, and this little bird is in the center of all of this, and it's watching up proudly, just about to sing. I think I like this one. I like this one because there is so much weight above their head that it makes everything here a bit imbalanced. Konstantin Nikkari here. I'm from Raccoon Box. See you later.